guys, so today I have a little bit of a demo for you. I have been trying out a couple products from the brand MyChelle Minerals, and you guys know I have been just loving the concealer by them, which I just randomly got one time on Vitacost just to see how I liked it, and I love it. So I figured if I liked the concealer that much, I might like the foundation as well. And then I threw in a couple blushes because I will talk about it later in the video. So what I'm gonna do in this video is just show you guys how I apply the foundation and just what it looks like, the concealer, and also the blushes, just so you can see how I apply it and how I like them and that sort of thing. So I just am going to talk you all through it, and I hope you guys all enjoyed this video. Also, if you didn't notice, I guess it's cut off. I cut my hair off yesterday. I cut like 3 inches off, so it's to here now. It was to here before, I think. You know when your hair just gets super long and it's just kind of like, ugh, it was just dead, and so I just needed to kind of chop a lot of it off, and yeah. So anyways, if you guys want to see more information about these products, then just keep watching. Also, I will put links to them down below. You can find these, I know they sell them at my Sprouts, but I buy mine on Vitacost because they are, I think they're like half the price. They are way cheaper, so definitely check out Vitacost first before you get them at Sprouts or Whole Foods, just because you can save a lot of money on them. Okay, so this is what the foundation looks like. It is in a twist up tube, which I have never tried before, and it was probably one of the reasons that deterred me from the product, because I don't know, something about this looks like a lot of work to me, and I don't know. Do you guys feel the same way? Something about it. I'm used to pump bottles. So mine is in the shade, where does it say on here? Porcelain. So it's one, I think it's their second lightest shade. It kind of has that fruity scent like the concealer does, if you guys have tried it yet. I'm going to apply this with a beauty blender. I found that that is the best way to apply it. It is a fairly thick foundation, and I think it's just because it's kind of concentrated, you know, since it's in a stick. So I just find that the beauty blender really shears it out and blends it in a lot easier than a brush or your fingers do. I'm going to also show you the cream blushes, which I'm a big fan of too. I wanted to show you kind of the texture of these. So this is the shade Rose, which is it's kind of like just a really nice natural blush color, which would be good for anybody. And then the other one that I'm going to be using on my skin is Peaches. So this one is kind of like a lighter pink, and it does have a little bit of like warm undertones to it. The only other cream blushes that I own are the NYX blushes, and I took them out because I wanted to compare them to you guys. So these are the NYX blushes. And the reason that I got the MyChelle cream blushes was because I was so just kind of turned off by these ones. They're really sticky and tacky, and they feel like you're putting a lip gloss onto your cheeks. So here, let me show you. That's what they look like right there. So they look kind of wet and just very liquidy. These are the NYX blushes, so you can see how they do just almost look like a gloss. And then here are the MyChelle ones, which almost look like a powder when you swatch them. And I know a lot of people like the NYX blushes, and to each their own, but to me, it just felt like they clogged my pores and just, they kind of just sat there on my skin and felt kind of gunky. Here we go. I'm gonna put my foundation on, then blush, show you the MyChelle concealer, how they all kind of work together, and I hope you guys all like it. And I wasn't filming, so I'm going to show you again. So I'm going to do the other side because I just started doing this side. So what I do is just kind of spread it onto my skin like this. And then I squeezed my beauty blender in the water, like wrang it out a couple times, and I just start pressing it in to my skin. But what I was saying, I haven't tried this foundation like only like 1 or 2 times. So I put it on this morning at about, let's see, 8 o'clock, and then I had it on I took it off about an hour ago or so, and I even took a nap, and I babysat for 4 hours, and what else did I do? I went to Target. So I did quite a lot, and it actually stayed on my skin really nicely. I still had the blush on my skin, and all I did was just set it very lightly with my Hourglass ambient lighting powder, and that was it. So I was actually really impressed. It just gives a really nice natural and kind of radiant finish to it. So you can see I'm just kind of pressing it into my skin. I do find with a brush it doesn't blend it as nicely and as naturally as I like. I do really prefer the Beauty Blender. And now I'm going to go in to my forehead and just kind of rub that in. This is actually the perfect color match to my skin. You can barely even see it when I'm putting it on, which kind of threw me at first. I was like, is anything going on here? And I also find that if I make my Beauty Blender a little bit more wet, it does kind of help blending it out a little bit easier. There is it all blended out. Definitely just kind of a natural finish. It does kind of look, it's just very luminous looking to me. It's very hydrating, and you see how it kind of like makes my skin kind of glow, and that is just my absolute favorite look for makeup in general. So I'm going to use the concealer now, and this is in the shade Cream, and I already have a backup of this guy because I love it that much. The thing that I really like, which I've said before, is it kind of acts like an eye cream because the ingredients are just really good. I think the main ingredient of I have the boxes right here. Let me see. They have the main ingredient of the foundation is grapeseed oil. And there's just a lot of oils in them. Vitamin E, guava extract, peach extract, which is the scent, passion fruit extract. So I know a lot of people always kind of try to avoid, am I in focus right now? Yeah. Try to avoid oils, and I just don't like that advice because for me, since using oils as a moisturizer, as a cleanser for my skin, it just has made the biggest improvement in my skin. Like, honest, I rarely get any pimples now. I just think that oils are natural, they're good for your skin, and the fact that these have these in the product, I think like the company kind of gets it. So I just really like it, and I just feel like it's super hydrating too. It's really, oh, I know what I was going to say. A lot of you guys asked about my milia, so I'm just gonna press this in with my Beauty Blender. And I've noticed a difference since using the concealer. My milia has definitely reduced a little bit. Also, with using the Jurlique eye gel, it's helped a lot. It's not all the way gone, but it's definitely made it a lot less apparent, because I think the only way to get rid of milia is to get it extracted at like a you know, by somebody like professionally. So here is it kind of far away so you can see what it looks like. Just so natural, just radiant. My skin looks super moisturized, and I'm just a really big fan of this. So I'm going to move on to blush now. What I do, so I'm using the Peaches one. I just kind of swirl it into the hollows of my cheek. And then the brush that I actually really like to use with this is the Hourglass No. 2 brush. And I just kind of swirl it towards my hairline. I don't know why I just decided to use this brush today actually, and I was like, this is kind of perfect. So this is a very natural blush, definitely not like a very vibrant color, but it gives a really good base and just kind of gives a little bit of color to your skin. So there it is right there. And it blends out really easy. Definitely with this brush too. A little too much down there. So here's kind of like a close-up of it, so you guys can see what it looks like up close. It gives me probably medium coverage. So I wanted to just kind of finish it off, so I'm going to put my Hourglass ambient lighting powder to just set it. So this just gets rid of a little bit of that shine. It definitely is not like a mattifying powder by any means, but it does kind of lock all of your makeup in place. And then last, I'm going to put a little bit of MAC Well Dressed. This is just a very light kind of bubblegum pink blush, and I'm going to just kind of pop that right onto my cheeks just to set my blush on top. So that is it. I hope you guys all enjoyed this video, and let me know if you have tried any of these products out. Let me know in the comments if you tried other products from the brand that I haven't tried. I hope you guys all have a good rest of your day. Somebody finally showed up. She hasn't been in like the last couple of videos because I've been locking her out because she's so annoying. She's like squeaking her toy. I have one of her toys right here on the desk because she squeaks it really loud. Huh. And you get, yeah, you do. So that's it. I will see you guys all later, and anything else we want to say? That's it, huh? Okay, bye.